there's no way in the world I'm giving you this real stuff. It's not. It's not recorded. Right. You all hear how confident I am. You all hear that, yeah? Can you actually hear my confidence? That's good. So I did have some slides prepared, but Fraser's handling some objections at the moment, which you shouldn't be doing. But it is what it is, because we don't handle objections. We collect decisions. But real quick, does anyone know what a goal is? Does anyone actually know? It's not a trick question. I want to hear some. What we got? Target. Put some answers in the chat. What's a goal, guys? Let me know what a goal is. Let me know in the chat. What do you think an actual goal is? 10K? What do you say? Something you're working towards? A dream? More? Any more? Any more? What's a goal? Go out and live. That's what goal stands for. Sure. To grow, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. So everything's right that people are saying. But guys, a goal is something we think about. Okay. A goal is something we think about, because you can have a target to get rich, but your goal can still be poverty, because that's what you're thinking about. How many times have you wrote down a goal on a piece of paper and then your results haven't changed for a period of time? That's because what you're thinking about is different to what you've wrote down on the piece of paper. We write down our goals, we write down prosperity, but we think about poverty. Therefore, poverty is our goal. There's a difference between wanting something and desiring something. You can want to be rich, but desire to be poor at the exact same time. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, what I'm doing is, and this information, I see Tommy on the line is probably recording on his phone. You can't sell this, okay? And if you do sell it, I need you to give me, I'll give him a PayPal and you can send me some commissions. Okay, because this information that I'm going to share with you right now, and I know I'm headless. We need to. I need to get the team together after this. Come on, guys. So this information I've paid a lot of money for, to be honest. Now a lot is a relative term as well. One other thing I've learned, because of what's a lot to Ashley could be a different to what's a lot to me, but it was a lot to me at that time. Okay, it was a lot to me at that time. I was in the family where, you know that saying, don't compare yourself to the Joneses, or don't keep up with the Joneses, right? I lived on the same street as my dad's best friend's son, and we so my dad as a friend, and he, you got those family friends, right? They live on the same street. Now his mom was earning six figures in the banking industry. The dad was earning more than my dad as well. So combined, they were earning a lot more than my mom and dad, but they were good friends, right? So obviously they were unconscious competence. They were in different industries. They couldn't teach my family how to make money. There's a lot of people out there that are unconscious competence, that they know how to make money, but they can't transfer that information to you. So they don't know how. They're just like, duh, this is what I'm doing, right? So that's out there. They're not lucky. It's an unconscious situation, right? So I was always the one with the worst Christmas presents. He had the better skateboards than me. He had the better iPods than me. I had the little iPod Nano, and he had the big one with all the big memory and all that, right? So I had to keep just little things that over the years grinded me down, and I always felt inferior, always. So the reason why I'm sharing that is because everyone in the room has got different reasons as to why you need to create wealth. You can't just want to create wealth. You have to need to be able to actually go through what you need to go through. It has to be a personal situation where you're like, you know what? Because I'm telling you, you're gonna be smacked in the face with some negativity, with some adversity. I was speaking to Troy in the week, and straight away, the second that he started to want to take action in his business, he got smacked in the face with the reality of the conditioning, the reality of the masses, the reality of the matrix, all of this crazy stuff that we actually get smacked in the face with. Fraser, you got those slides? Everybody good to just do. Yeah. Okay, guys. So what I did is I flew out to meet an individual called Bob Proctor because I thought if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna fucking do it. There's no messing around. I'm not gonna dip my toes in and hopefully, that's not how it works. You're either 100% all in or you're not in. You either believe that words create or you don't believe that words create. Guys, there's no gray area. And this is not going to be this is not a feel good seminar. This is a now you know seminar. And then you get to choose, do I want to walk this path or do I don't? That's okay. There's no right or wrong. What I'm giving you is what I've learned and what I've applied and what's actually working for me today. Genuinely, I don't need to talk about anything that I'm not doing or that I haven't done. Don't need. It's pointless. I haven't traveled to Scotland for no reason. I'm here not even to. I see new members in the room. Congratulations, man. But my main focus was to talk to the people already in the group and help you understand that you already have everything you need. I want to basically, my goal is to create a bunch of savages. Okay, put the word savage in the chat. Yeah? A bunch of savages that are like, oh, when you walk out into the street, people know, like, that they want to know what you do. They're like, oh, you must be a part of that group, that cult, right? Yeah. Let's see something. Cult. But I didn't think it was a cult. Yes, it's a cult. Okay, we're a part of the 5% cult. Okay, we're not a part of the 95. It sounds like you're a cult. I'm in a cult. Do people run away with it? That's saying you're a pyramid scheme. I'm in a pyramid scheme. I just get to choose my income. You don't. Is pyramid scheme a negative word, or do we make it a negative word? Guys, if this was a scam, which it's not, because obviously a scam is when you put money in something and get no value in return. But even if it was, I signed up thinking it was a scam. Why? Because I was in a prison. How do you know if you're in a prison? You're getting the same results this month as you got last month. You're getting the same results this year as you was last year. You're in a prison. And how do you escape from a prison if you don't know you're in one, right? So it's our jobs to show people, hey, listen, you're in a prison. You don't say that, but you say it by being the message, right? So long story short, when I met some successful people, very successful people, Mr. Bob Proctor, and he taught me, this is really what he taught me, and we do need to talk a little bit about mindset because it's 99% of it, which I'm going to talk about in a second. But here we go. So there's 4 basics to success that I need you to all listen to. Okay, and for those that understand and have been with me for any length of time, this is what I always talk about. It's so simple, and I just need you to understand it, and I just want to make sure that you actually get how I am going to continue to level up with or without you all, and you're all going to see it firsthand, and you get to decide that you're going to come with me or not. I've been continuously leveling up for 6 years. It's a choice. I've been getting better results every year for 6 years, and I'm going to continue to increase because I understand how the mind and how the universe works. Right? This is the key. This is the key. So, and this is the key is something my wife always says. That you always say that. That's what you're saying. You say this is the key. Okay, so I'm very aware now. Every single time I say it, I'm like, I hear in the back of my voice, in the back of my head. So the first basic is, who do you listen to? Okay, so like I said, when I made a decision, I'm only going to listen to people that have the results that I want. Okay, end of. Mom called me up, dad called me up. I had a big family intervention. Jake, listen, my dad, he stood up in my living room. Jake, we've all been speaking together as a family, and we've decided that we don't want you to carry on doing what you're doing. I said, that's what you've decided. Fantastic. I said, so sit down. he sat down and said, do you want your son to live a better life than you? And he was like, yeah, of course. I said, now can you break it down how I'm going to achieve that, please? And he could not tell me how I could live a better life than him. Why? Because if he knew about it, he would do it. Fraser shared a really good example about you can't give what you haven't got, right? You see, we teach what we know, but we reproduce who we are. And that's key for the ones that want to create duplication in their business, which is really key. So, big family intervention. I say, listen, Dad, I'm going to continue doing this with or without you. So you got two choices. Okay, you either support me or it's done. Okay, I understand most people haven't got that level of courage. I get it. Okay, I did a post on my story mode the other day talking about when you cut the string of those negative people, it's going to be like a catapult and your whole life will just go. And I had 4 men reach out to me within half an hour saying, what if that negative person's my wife? I said, do you want my truthful answer or do you want the answer that you want to hear? I said, because here's my answer. I don't go back and forth and argue with a woman. I don't. I tell my woman, this is what I'm going to do. It's my way or the highway. It's my way or the highway. Guys, are you understanding this? It's not even sexist. It's if you and if you're a woman in the room and it's the men, if you're a woman and it's the man saying, you as a woman should say, it's my way. If you know better and your husband's out of shape and broke and you found out that being happy, healthy and wealthy is a better way to live, you need to level up and say, it's my way or the highway. And until he gets his acting gear, that's when he can take control of the family, because I believe it is the man's role to lead the family, provide and protect. Okay. I see Claire in the room. I put a status on the other day, and this is important because it's important we need to talk about this. I said, women, happiness is for women, work is for men. Here's what I've learned. I wasn't saying happiness is not for men and work is not for women. I wasn't saying that. What I was saying was normally when a woman focuses on happiness, the work that she does comes from happiness. Like my wife right now, she's already starting to mentor other women because she's focused on being happy and doing what she wants. She loves horse riding. She loves being with the family, with the babies, and she loves being provided by and protected by me. I don't want the burden that I carry with me every single day to be on my wife's hands. I don't, right? And we've just been programmed over the generations. And then what happens with a man is when a man works, he finds happiness. Okay, and the work is to provide and protect. And if what you're doing as a man is not providing and protecting, so that the woman has a choice whether she wants to work or not, you're not fully providing as a man. The woman needs to choose. I want to work because I want to work, not because I have to work.
And on the part of like when a man does his work, he finds happiness, and on sort of that.
Yeah, because a man's job is to become mentally strong, physically strong, and financially strong. End of. Regardless of what you think, this is the key thing. Remember, I did not say this is a feel-good seminar. It's not, and I'm not even claiming to know all the answers. All I'm saying is when you reach a level, here's how frequencies work. Imagine being in a hotel and you look outside and when you're on the floor 1, all you can see is the buildings outside and other people walking around. When you're on floor 200, right, in the Burj Khalifa, guess what? You can look down and you can see how everything's connected, what road leads to what road. You just know. It's a frequency. I can't, and that's why we don't really care if anyone takes it on board or not. It is what it is. So I don't know how we got into this subject. But yeah, so that's what we're supposed to do as people. We're supposed to grow and expand. Okay, but it's my way or the highway, and people need. This is what I was going to say. Yeah, people need to control their environments. Okay, it's your current your habitats are where your habits at. Okay, so like if you can't control your habitat, right, you won't be able to control your habits. You need to be able to control that. Okay, because we're saying, me and Elliot were saying earlier, I'll literally look at a person now. I just know their habits. I just know their habits. That's the first basic. Who are you going to listen to? The second one is how teachable and coachable are you going to be? In the beginning of your journey, I'm going to be honest. In the beginning of your journey, you almost have to genuinely like go fully all in and just really lean on your mentor because you're so new. You're so new, man, and it's literally to the point of like you kind of take on board quite a lot of their beliefs, and it's a scary place to be. And then what happens is once they pulled you out of the smog, once they pulled you out of that of the smoke and the fog of the conditioning and the masses, and you start to be more enlightened, then you can start to make your own decisions and start to become your own person. But it's that's what I say to it. I told Sherry the other day, the first 90 days of your journey, right? The first 90 days of your journey are the most difficult. They really are, because you know you're going through that confused, and you're getting comments like you're being brainwashed, you're being scammed, you're being manipulated, and the answers are that's correct. Again, I am being brainwashed. Thank God my brain's been dirty. It needs a wash. I've been manipulated into being average. Now I'm being manipulated into being above average. Right? This is the reality of it. There's two sides to every story. I just chose that 26 because I was suicidal. Because I looked at everything negative. I thought, no, I'm gonna start looking at everything positive now. That's it. Right? So how teachable and coachable are you going to be? You have to be as teachable and coachable as you possibly can be. I'm telling you right now. Are you willing to, number one, learn, and are you willing to change? Here's what I've learned. A lot of people are willing to learn. So very few are willing to actually change. Okay. So very few. And you always have to have the bigger picture in mind as well. You have to think, especially in this industry, because like Elliot said, we all benefit from each other. Okay. So when a mentor says something to you, do you think it'd be smart for them to tell you to do something which is going to take you backwards? Probably not, right? Because if I take you backwards, I take me backwards. My goal is to take you forwards. So you need to understand that from a common sense standpoint, everything we're saying is going to benefit you. Okay, whether you agree with it or not, that's the reality of it. That's the second basic. How teachable and coachable are you going to be? If my mentor told me, here's what you have to do, I just did it. I just did it. End of. And I was scared not to do it. I was scared not to do it. Why? Because remember, I had two options when I joined this business. Number one, it has to work. Number two, it has to work. Those are my two options. Okay. So if I lose the respect from my mentor, I'm now risking that has to work choice. I've just lost the respect. Now I have to regain trust. And how do I know that a new person's not going to join the business and they're more coachable than me? And the person goes, because we don't have to work with you. Do you know, once I bring you into this business, I don't have to work with you. I don't. You don't have to work with your people. The system's in place. We got events like this, right? You don't have to. I don't have to build relationships with you. But there's ways that you can be around your mentor that is not just about producing results. You can actually just become a friend. You can add value. You can serve. You can have initiative, right? You can do little things to get around the person that's going to actually be the one that helps you through this, this smog that we're all having to work through. The third basic is what I want to talk about. This is the training balance scale, okay? And on the Zoom, can you see this drawing here? Not really. Can you see it? Can you all see it? You look closely. Yeah. So I'll basically do the stick man here and the body here, right? And then this is the results. Okay. Here's what happens when. So what happens is this: your results right now are coming from your level of conditioning. I'm going to explain to you why people call it a scam. I'm going to explain to you right now why people quit the business. I'm going to explain why you see people's energy literally shift in real time once you ask them if they're open to new streams of income. Has anyone experienced that before? Right? We had it downstairs. Like the lady forgot. She worked here for 2 years, and she forgot what she was doing because I said to her, show people how to make money from their smartphone. She was like, it's just like a new. Because what happened is this. Hey, what happened is this. I gave her a Y type idea. Okay. I gave her a new idea. Right? A new idea. And the thing is, everyone that you know with a pulse wants money. They want time. And they want they basically want, yeah, so what they want freedom, right? But they want choices essentially. Okay. So, and they want to make a difference. They want these things. Okay. So when you say to them, hey, listen, you want this? Yeah, 100%. Amazing. Let's do it. Right. And you say, fantastic. Well, look, I've got a call taking place 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Right. Not too sure I can even get you involved. Trust me, we're going to break down how, because my goal here is to actually help you all learn the skill of recruiting people. Okay. The skill of actually recruiting people. You have to understand this. If you don't understand this, you're going to be an emotional wreck. You're going to be so taking everything personal. King Solomon said, in all you're getting, get understanding. This is what he's talking about. So what happens is this. You go, yes, fantastic. The second that you say to them, let's get you started. Now, because this part of the when information is in the top half of the mind, it doesn't really do anything to you. Okay. You can think about what you want all day long. The second that you make the decision, I'm going to move on this idea. This here is the moving mind. Now you need to understand, this is why the first 90 days is the most difficult part. Are you all getting this? Are you all with me? The reason why the first 90 days is so difficult is because you've got an X-type conditioning. And don't forget, what you hear, see, smell, taste, and touch from the day that you are born, right, has created this big, I like to call it the self-image smoothie, right? All those ingredients. Okay, you've got, that sounds too good to be true. Stay away from those get rich quick. Money's the root of all evil. I don't like setting goals because I think they're limits. I'm a spiritual person. I'm not into all this bullshit that we've got this crazy stuff all inside in this mind here saying, don't talk to strangers. Don't do business with your friends and family. Who's left? Who's left? Right. So we've got all this crisis, all good things come to those who wait. Right. All of this stuff in here. Right. And what happens is you join this environment because you know on a conscious level how much of a no-brainer it is. Absolute no-brainer. Now, here's the crazy thing. During your first 90 days, you're going to meet, because guess who's in your warm market? Everyone in your warm market is resonating with the X-type conditioning that has been there since you are born. That's why they're your warm market. Your vibration attracts your tribe. Your network is your net worth. The reason why they're in your warm market is because they're in alignment with your conditioned mind. They're not supposed to say yes. They're not supposed to be open and positive about this new idea. It's not supposed to happen. That's why we say, don't worry about the yeses and nos. Worry about the exposure. Let them know. It's not a no like that. It's a no like that. They know. Because what you've done is you just gave them this idea, which they probably haven't thought about, or they have thought about it, and you just gave them the opportunity to act on it. What happens here, look, here is when, this is cool, when you've got a Y type and an X type that are inside this here, it puts this into what's called a confused vibration. When you're in a confused vibration, that's when you need a mentor the most. Because you're confused. You're confused. Because you know what? When my mom rang me up and said, Holton Bugs is scamming people, do you know what? I was so attracted to that. I was like, yes, mom, you've just gave me the reason why I can quit, and then point fingers at that and saying, I would have been rich, but this. I was so attracted to that reason. So attracted. So attracted to all my friends that said I was scamming people. So attracted to all the pyramid things. Do you know what? I thought the same thing. But I know the basics of success. So I was like, hang on a minute. I've got this information over here from all of the people that have what I don't want. And they're giving me all this information that feels good. And I'm confused because I want that to be true. And then I've got all this information over here from Bob Proctor, who mentors the likes of Tony Robbins, Eric Thomas, Oprah Winfrey, Bruno Mars, billionaires, millionaires. He's been doing it for 60 years. Telling me to get into network marketing. All this information. Holton's created 100 millionaires and more. He's doing 1.4 million per month. Back then. Last month, he lost 120 million. And he didn't even care. This month, he earned 22 million just in his trades. That's not in his investments. That's not in his businesses. So I've got that information and I'm in the middle and I get to choose now. I get to choose who am I going to listen to. That depends on what you want. You see, which is why I said, what's a goal? Because if you don't have a goal, what did I say to Zara? I said, here's the reason why you need to have a goal. If your goal is to do 10,000 a month, which how small does that look now compared to that? Who noticed that? Real quick, who noticed that? Who noticed how small 10,000 a month? Right? Law of relativity. Law of association. If your goal is to do 10,000 a month, you think, are these people, in fact, these people are actually further away than the, but these people are in the direction that you need to go in, you see. What we do is we hang around people that have the same problem as us, and we listen to people that have the same problem as us. We don't listen to people that got the solution. Okay. So is this making sense? This is why I wanted this to be recorded, because this is how you stay plugged in. This is how you keep going, regardless of family, regardless of holidays, regardless of weddings, regardless of babies, regardless of moving house. Guys, I went diamond the same month I moved house. I moved house on April the 8th. I went diamond April the 30th. I moved house. I recruited someone the day my son was born. I was prospecting on my wedding day because for those that have had a wedding, you get so many people view your story modes, message you before. I was prospecting, booking in Zoom calls. 2 seconds. That's what they are. Right? So there's no such thing as excuses and results. You're going to have to choose one. Let's talk about the training balance scale real quick, because this is important. You know what we're going to do? We're going to teach you all the strategy. Everyone say strategy. I'm going to teach you all the strategy, but guess what? It's if we put down the line of success here, line of success, everything's a success for me. Over here, you've got the physical. Over here, you've got the spiritual. Yeah? Zara should say for this, she would love this part. So we got strategy, right? And we've got energy, right? We got works, we got words. Yeah, we got action, we got attraction. We got dreams, we got reality. Okay, so, and there's loads more. We got emotions, right? We got thinking, we got attitude, we got goals. What's a goal? What you think about. Who's got a goal card? Be honest. Who's got it with them? Good. Good. Have you looked at it today? Good. I've got multiple goal cards. If you haven't got a goal card, get yourself a goal card. Okay, this changed my life. When I worked at a factory, I would literally get my goal card out and just read it every day. I'm now earning 40,000 a month. I'm now earning 40,000 a month. I'm now earning 40,000. Only what? What? Right? Because that's what we're talking about, right? I'm now earning 40,000 a month. I'm now earning 40,000 a month. I'm now earning 40,000 a month. All of a sudden, I started to hear people talk about money. All of a sudden, don't know how it worked. Here's how it works. Reticular activating system. Who's heard of that? The reticular activating system, it starts to go to work for you. And guess what it does? It actually talks and tells you what the right person to speak to. It tells you what to say. It tells you what to post on social media. It tells you where to go, when to go there. It tells you what to talk about at the training. It tells you everything. Reticular activating system. 4 years later, I did my first 40,000 a month because I just kept. Don't think 4 years. I'm going to get onto the fourth page in a second. Okay, because some of you think that if you read it today, you'll attract it tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. Okay, it does not work that way. If you look at the word believe, if you look at the three middle letters in the word believe, write down the word believe and then circle the three middle letters. What does it say? It says lie. You have to lie to your subconscious mind. I am rich. Your conscious mind's going to go, no, you're not. You're broke. Right? I am attracting successful people into my business every single day. I am earning more and more money every single day. Money flows to me effortlessly and easily every single day. When I walk into a room, people can't wait to hear me speak. I love meeting new people, and new people love meeting me. Making money is the easiest thing I'll ever do. Recruiting new people is the easiest thing I'll ever do. Bringing in new people is the easiest thing I ever do in this business. Creating duplication is the easiest thing you can do. Okay, my organization is expanding every day with impeccable duplication. You're getting this. Because if you don't get this side sorted, right, this ain't going to work. This is not going to work. And what happens is you're going to get burned out. You know what burning out really means? You've lost the vision. Where there's no vision, the people perish. You've lost the vision. What's the vision? The goal. This is key. This is key. So here's what I would do if I was you. I would find some people that you actually admire. Genuinely, like admire. If I was a woman, I would be studying the likes of Jessie Lee, R.I.P. She actually passed away now, but I'd be still studying every single one of her YouTube videos. Why have I watched more videos of Jessie Lee than most of the women on the line? Crazy, right? Emily Vavra, she's a great one as well. Erlene Bugs, amazing. Stormy Wellington, just a lady boss. Not going to be up everyone's tree. She smokes weed on camera and all sorts. But you know what? There's some characteristics of her that if I was creating a self-image smoothie of someone who I want to become, then I'll be studying successful. It doesn't have to be just women, but I like to study people like for the men on the line, Wes Watson, Alton Buggs, Bob Proctor. Yeah. I like Andy Elliott, Grant Cardone. I don't really watch too much of them. Mainly it's Wes Watson, Alton Buggs, and Bob Proctor. Mainly for me. Okay, and then I put that into me, and I just create the best version of me every day. And I step into that right now. Okay, because what you write down, you own. Okay, and you need to see your goal every day. Why? Because and people have some do this before. Everyone write down the word eyes and circle the last 3 letters. You write down the word eyes and circle the last 3 letters. What does it spell? Meaning what you see every day is what you'll be every day. Okay, so most of you look at reality and you go, yes, that's who I am on my bank account. Whereas what we do is we look at our dreams and go, that's who we are. And that's where we get emotion. We let our emotions come from our imagination. You know, your imagination is your reality. But because most people don't think, remember, 2% think, 3% think they think, 95% of people would rather die than think. 2% are actually competent thinkers. And it's not something you can just gain overnight, guys. It's not easy initially. It's not easy initially to actually have your imagination run your emotions more than your circumstances. It's not easy. You have to develop it. You have to develop it. Okay. Now, if you was earning 10,000 a month, do you realize that you would have probably probably less than 1,000 people in your organization. But let's just say 1,000 people right now are inside your organization. Hypothetically, right? 1,000 people are in your organization right now. If you had someone quit, would you care? No. If you had someone tell you no, would you care? If someone told you right now, it's a scam, it's a pyramid, would you care? The reason why it gets to you is because you're living from reality, you're working towards your goal. The reason why it doesn't touch me is because I live in my imagination and I'm working from my goal. I'm already there. The reason why I'm speaking, there's too many empty chairs in this room, but the reason why I'm speaking like this room goes another 50 feet down and it's packed out is because that's what I see here. That's what I see. And I'm not looking at a few people that are in the room. I'm looking at you're all black diamonds and above. If I'm looking at the Zoom right now, there should be 17,000. There should be a K after that 17. There should be a letter K after that 17. I'm looking at 17 black diamonds. This is a black diamond private event that you've all qualified for. Everyone give yourself a round of applause for qualifying for the black diamond event. Right? I see some of you laughing on the line. This ain't no game. Have fun. That was cool. Little. That's actually how you have to live your life, because I've seen a lot of people right now, they just quit, man, because they're so physical. It blows my mind. This here is 1 to 10% of the reason why you're going to become successful, right? This is 90 to 99%. And like I said before, I have to say this because people take it the wrong way. That doesn't mean meditate for 90 to 99% of the time. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying sit there in your imagination saying, Jake said this is 99% of the work. No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you have to work like it's all up to you, but you have to think and believe like it's all up to God, all up to universe. Okay, you have to work like it's all up to you, but you have to believe like it's all up to God. Does that make sense? God just, I mean, there's so many things that we can talk about when it comes to the word God, but goals or distractions, right? You get to choose. Okay, so, and the last one is the 4 levels of learning. Okay, if you look at the word time, right? I put a post on the other day saying, we don't always get what we want, we get what we need. Okay, I'm not talking about getting as in like physical possessions. I'm talking about we don't always get what we want from a particular outcome perspective, but we always get what we need from an outcome perspective. Okay, so if someone says no, that was for a reason. If something happens in your relationship, you have to ask the question, what's the learning from this? What am I going to gain from this? What are you trying to teach me here? Everything is a learning process. You blow an account that you needed to blow your account. You didn't want to. Oh, fucking hell. Let me tell you that. You did not want to, but you needed to. Why? You tell me. What did you fuck up on? What did you mess up on? Right? Where was you lacking discipline? You've been snoozing the alarm. Did you negatively judge that person over there? Did you not believe? I spoke to a lady last night and she was in her 70s, right? And my mind was like, okay, you preach that you believe in everyone, right? Just because she's in the 70s, you're going to not believe in her. And I was like, so you know what I did? I sat there on the phone for 20 minutes, poured my heart and soul into her because Linda Proctor taught me one thing, which is very, very, many things. Linda Proctor taught me three key things I got from Linda. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Linda Proctor gave me 3 key things. Okay. The first thing is that when she talks to someone, she sees every person as God. Okay. Because she believes that God is inside a person, inside everyone, and we're all expressions of God. So she treats every person as God. So her job is to, no matter what that person, no matter what background they've got, her job is to over deliver so much that particular situation right there. She does not treat a person based on facts. She treats a person based on understanding. Deep. The second thing she taught is that a leader's job is not to have followers. A leader's job is to create leaders. Highest form of creation, right? A leader's job is to create leaders. And she also taught me that you can do the same work with a different picture in your mind and get a different result. Linda Proctor went from, for those that don't know her story, she went from earning $50,000 a year to $500,000 a year within 12 months because Bob Proctor taught her the same work with a different picture. Crazy. Few things. Time stands for things I must experience. Must experience. This is the biggest thing that, Elliot asked me a question about the devil earlier. The devil knows. You believe in all that stuff, whatever it is. I believe in one power. I don't believe in bad luck. I believe in there's one power, but this is what gets most people, is what I'm trying to say. They just can't put the time in, man. They will for a week. Think about it. Think about how many people quit on diets. People say, oh, well, only 5% of people make money in network marketing. I said, there's only 5% of people that walk around with six packs today? There's only 5% of people that become professional, not even 5% in sports. It's not the industry, people. You need to understand this. Don't try and turn customers into diamonds. There's three things that people are going to do in this business. Okay, three things. Let's say, for instance, guys, you bring in 12 people. Okay, I'm going to teach you the strategy. You bring in 12 people. Okay, you need to understand 3 to 4 are going to quit. Okay, write this down. You need to write this down. 3 to 4 are going to quit. Yeah, 3 to 4 are going to incubate. Okay, they're going to incubate. Okay, I was an incubator for 4 months when I originally joined the industry of network marketing. I was an incubator for 3 to 4 months. Okay, and then 3 to 4 are going to build it big. We're going to build it big. Okay. You need to understand this. So when someone doesn't follow the steps, when someone drops off the conveyor belt, which we're going to talk about in a second, when someone drops off at a certain point, that's supposed to happen. It's okay. They're just one of those. That's all it is. Don't get emotional with it. Who cares? These can become these. These will never win. No matter what they do. Winners never quit, quitters never win. No matter what they do, they're a quitter. End of. These will never win. You can't have a loser's image and win at anything. Anything. Okay. So when the reason why I get excited when someone says, I used to, I'm all in, man. Let's do it. Right. I now watch people's actions. But the reason I get excited, because don't forget, we see the world as we are, not as it is. So if I say, I'm going to do it, I actually fucking mean it. So when I hear other people say it, I'm like, oh, no way, really? That's mad. Because don't forget, if I would have said those words, I really mean it. What I've learned is that it's rare to come about someone who's actually in this category. And it doesn't take a lot of people, which is why I'm so excited for the people that are here and the people on the Zoom right now. Because I'm not talking to everyone. I'm talking to just a few people. Because it's like popcorn. Anyone ever use like me and Charlie, we never have we always get the ones that the one that pops. We always get that one. And it just pops. Everyone just pops at different times. And the cool thing about this business is that once more and more people start popping and we get more and more testimonies up, because I'm sick of hearing my voice. I can't wait to stream in to another event and have someone else be doing what I'm doing right now. I can't wait. Right? And that's how it's going to work. But it just takes a few of you just to make a decision. Let me ask you a question. If this business can pay up to 5 million, 5 million per month, right? Why would you look left and right if you're a winner? If you believe you're a winner, and like Fraser said, you can learn how to drive, so you're going to dedicate yourself to learning this. Because here's why I said to Troy, because Troy's 18, right? Troy's 18. I said to Troy, I don't typically prospect anyone that is like younger than 25, and especially don't like to prospect people in my local area. And the reason for it is because I understand how the masses think. And, luckily Troy's got a level of maturity about him. So I was able to trust him and I brought him into the business. But the reason why I don't like to prospect people that are lower than 25, I'll take them still for sure, because there are people out there like rare examples like Troy, is because when you get to 25, you start to realize, oh shit, like I'm probably too old to become a professional, sports player. I'm probably too old to do this. You start to think, don't you? You start to think like, what am I going to do? Because we've got 2 circles, right? I'm going to go there. I need you all to feel it. We've got 2 circles, and we've got this one circle here. This is the dream circle. What's your name, brother? Connor. How old are you, Connor? 11, man. We've got an 11-year-old in the room. Can we clap it up? Can we clap it up, please? That's crazy. He's the youngest here. He's probably got the biggest dreams. His dream circle is probably bigger than all of us because he hasn't been beat down for so long like us, right? So we got this thing called the dream circle, and it just builds from a little baby because we start to learn, and we're so pure, aren't we? We don't know failure, we don't know average, we don't know small, we don't know. Like my son Dexter, he's gonna think that like 15,000-20,000 a month is like struggling. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Panicking? You get what I'm saying? I used to think that was a dream. He's in a different frequency. So what I'm saying is, you know, we get all these dreams, right? We can do what we want. We learn average. We learn. We're born. There's only two things that we are afraid of: loud noises and falling. Those are the two things we're afraid of on like a deep level. Like my son, if I go to drop him, he's like, oh. Right, and if I bang, he's like, oh, cry. The two things. If I say to him, Rolls Royce, he's gonna be like. In fact, let me just do this 1 second. I want you to all close your eyes, and think about a Ford Fiesta, but not one of the new ones. I'm talking like let me just paint the picture of my first car for you. My first car was a 1993, right? Red Fiesta. There was no alloys on it because they all fell off. So you know, like just the actual tire that I painted black myself, right? And the mirrors are painted black myself with actual paint that I got from Halfords. One of those old Fiestas, red, yeah? Okay, stop thinking about that for a second. Now I want you to think of a matte black Rolls Royce Cullinan with red leather seats inside. And there's black alloys, and there's like a red ring around the alloys, the rims, yeah? And it's all blacked out. The Rolls Royce badge is black. Everything's blacked out, tinted windows. Open your eyes. Did it take more effort to think about the Rolls Royce, or was it the exact same effort as the Fiesta? It's actually harder to think about the Fiesta. Right? What I'm saying is, guys, if your goal is 100,000 a month, it takes no less or more effort to think about if your goal is 10,000 a month. It's the same effort. Thinking, it's the same effort. It's the exact same effort. And the crazy thing is this. Here's actually, again, how it works. If your goal is 100,000 a month and that's all you're thinking about, do you know you'll get to 10,000 a month 10 times faster than if your goal was 10,000 a month? Because the bigger the dream circle, the more of a magnetic pull it has. It's like the sun. It actually has a magnetic force. The bigger the dream, the bigger the attraction. The bigger people it requires to attract this. You'll attract 4 checkers. We'll go over the 4 checkers soon, don't worry. You'll attract the motivated people. You'll attract people who want 10,000 a month into your business. If your goal is 10,000 a month, you're not going to attract people that want 10,000 a month. You're going to attract some I-Go customers. You're going to attract some people that want that their dreams to be a senior director. Right? So the bigger you attract, the bigger you think, the bigger people you attract. This is key. So we have this dream circle. And what happens is then when we get to about 18, the income circle comes in. But when we're 18, this is income, right? It's actually a lot smaller than this, by the way. Probably this, actually. That's a circle there. Look, that's the income circle. So 18 years old, right? Normally a bit less than that. I mean, I was, doing a bit of work before that. This comes in, but you're still quite delusional at 18, aren't you? You think, nah, because I've got time. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this. And that's okay. So I'm just letting you know why I don't prospect, those type of people. So, but when you get to about 25, you think, no, shit, I need to really make this work. Okay. I need to make this work. And let's go back to time a sec. This is what gets most people. Okay. Oh, shit. And that's what I was saying. This is what gets most people. They can't stick to one thing. But when you get to 25, you've realized that, you know what, I need to dedicate myself. That's what I was going to get to. You need to dedicate yourself to something. You do. You are either going to dedicate yourself to your goals and dreams, or you're going to dedicate yourself to fulfilling someone else's goals and dreams. You choose. Now, the reason why I said that as well is because I'm going to try to draw a rabbit now. Right? Oh, good actually, isn't it? Yeah, put some paws on it. Ruined it. Whiskers. If you try and catch 2 rabbits at the same time, how many are you going to catch? Because guess what? This rabbit may run right, and the other rabbit may run left, and you're here. Which way are you going to go, bro? Sis? All right? Which way are you going to go? Which way are you going to go? Nowhere, right? You got to choose. You got to choose. And I've just made the decision that I Boom and Parton are the people that I'm following. Made that decision. And guess what? Genuinely, if this goes down, worst case scenario, guess what we'll do? We'll jump in another car, another vehicle. If your car broke down today, would you just give up driving forever? Probably get a new car. So you don't buy into the company. You buy into the company within the company. Makes sense? That's how you can predict your future. You can relax because it's all in your hands. Simple as that, guys. Okay, so what I want to do now is go into some skill sets. Okay, you all ready? Yeah, drop a yes in the chat if you're ready. The 4 steps to launching your business. There's 4 steps, and we're going to drill it into you, because this is how you launch a new person. A lot of people, they don't bring in new people because they don't know what to do with a new person. So they actually block themselves from doing the work because they don't know what to do with a new person. Okay. So first of all, don't worry about that, because you've got a leader, you've got a mentor and a coach that you can literally pick up the phone, ask them any question at any time. And we're going to do most of the work for you until you become confident. And then we're going to push you off the cliff when we know you've got the wings enough for you to fly. We're not going to push you off the cliff if your wings aren't developed. Okay, that's called a bad parent, isn't it? Okay, I'm not going to try and feed in Dexter a steak now. He's 1 year old. That's bad parenting. I'm going to wait until he's a little bit more developed so we can actually chew on the steak. Make sense? So there's a 4-step process to actually building your business. The first step is obviously getting clear on your goal. Now, I suggest everyone get a goal card. Just do the things that I'm talking about. You know what I do every morning? I write out my vision every single morning. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am X rank in this business. My business does. Here's the screensaver on my phone. In fact, can you all see that? Yeah, you all see that? Yeah. Here's what it says. My screensaver. Right. So obviously I see this multiple times a day, especially when I've got Trade Buddy. By this date, I am so happy and grateful now that I'm a triple crown diamond within iBoomerang. This is my goal. You ain't got a copy. I'm just letting you know. What's your goal that you can believe for right now? Could be diamond, could be sapphire. Don't care what it is. What's your goal? My organization produces 10 million in GQV, which is group qualified volume, every single month, and there is impeccable duplication throughout. Okay. Impeccable means flawless, right? I attract self-motivated, influential, coachable, and financially ready leaders into my life who seek me out personally for me to sign them up in my business. Me and my wife are mentored very closely by Holton and Erlene Bugs, and we have a great relationship with them. Thank you, God. Okay. I see that multiple times a day. Huh? I wrote that. Nah, it was just after. Yeah, just after. But I mean, I've wrote down. I've had this scorecard in the back of my phone since fucking yeah. So about 18 months. This one says, "I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm earning and receiving over £5 million a month through multiple income streams as a diamond developer within BPM and iBoomerang." I've had that one for a while. Okay. Okay. So I'd write that down. You need some sort of personal development system. You do, man. Gotta be honest with you. It's not motivational, rare, hype stuff. You need a personal development routine. I would recommend waking up and doing your gratitude every morning. Here's what I'm just, these are my recommendations. You ain't got to do it in this order. I'm just telling you what works for me. Your gratitude. Okay. That includes your goal or your vision. Yeah. I would read 10 pages of a personal development book. 10 pages of a book. Okay. What book shall I read, Jake? Speak to your mentor on a one-on-one basis. Because guess what? The book that I recommend for Erin is going to be different to the book that I recommend for Connor. Right? Different. Based on your journey, based on what you need right now. You might need a skill set book because your mindset's great. You might need a spiritual book because your skill sets are great, but you're struggling to attract the results. Maybe there's something up with spiritually mindset. So I'm going to know that based on the conversations. Or everyone's different. Okay. Now we do study the same book together quite frequently, but you may need to study maybe two at the same time. You do 5 pages of one, 5 pages of the other, whatever it is. Okay. I would do 10 minutes of visualization. I do this every day. 10 minutes minimum. Not 10 hours. Yeah. Just 10 minutes. Just visualize. Just sit still. Just sit still. Focus on your breath and just get on the frequency of your goal. Right. I would also recommend getting some fresh air. Guys, this is like, I've got to take it back to like basics, man. Fresh air. Right. You can do grounding. You can ground your feet. These little things, man, to raise your frequency. You need to be eating. Honestly, you all need to be making sure you know. I'm just being honest right now. Can I be honest? Here's what I've learned. How you do one thing is how you do everything. And if you know your numbers in your business, you should know exactly how much food you're putting into your body every day. You should know exactly how much food you're putting into your body every day. Being honest. Okay. If you want to have a conversation about that, we can talk about that. But what I'm saying is, you need to make sure that you are eating healthy foods. Okay. We're going to keep it very broad today. Healthy foods, because we are what we eat. You all heard that. You know your digestive system is like your second mind. Okay. Healthy foods. And then you want to be working out every day. Okay. So fuck your excuses. Okay, fuck them. Shit. 2 seconds, guys. Okay. Okay. Yeah, right. All right. Bear with, guys. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yep. So you want to make sure that you're working out every day. Okay. Because what happens is this puts you onto a different frequency. This does. When you feel like a champion, you'll start to act and talk and walk and treat other people because you're a champion. Okay. You need to be different. You need to be an elite human being. This is not about just money. Okay. You need to be working out every day. Okay. And then as you go to sleep, I need you to be right. I need you to fall asleep in your vision. Okay. There's a really good book, Feeling is the Secret, and there's a whole chapter based on sleep. And it's very important that you actually fall asleep in the mindset and the feeling of your goal. Very important. Okay, because what happens is your subconscious mind goes to work for you, genuinely. You do that by just thinking about your goal. Yeah, in first person as much as you can. You can even give you, like me and Charlie, we do like a little we when I go to sleep, I thank God for example, I just say things like thank you God for a restful sleep. Thank you for allowing me to wake up full of energy. Tomorrow I've got a few things that I want to get done, and I really appreciate some guidance. Thank you for the new leaders that I'm going to meet tomorrow. Thank you for the right words and actions at the right time at tomorrow's event. That's what I said last night, right? You know, thank you for giving me more influence, and thank you for all the new influential ideas that you give me. And you know, things like that, and then I fall asleep into it. Okay. I like to sleep with like some like crazy like Buddha music. I do, you know, like the Japanese or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I always sleep with that on all the time. Always. You need to have a personal development routine. Okay, so next, the first thing is you get clear on what you want. Okay, write down exactly what it is that you actually want. The more whys you have, the more ways you have. Okay. Number 2 is you need to build a list of resources. Okay, so you need to make sure that you're writing down a list of people. A list of people. Depending on your goal, depending on how fast. What I like to say to people is this: do you want to make money slow or fast? They say fast all the time. Then I say, thank God you said fast, because our team's only got 2 speeds, fast and faster. Okay. Amazing. Well, look, here's what I want you to do. First step. Okay. I want you to what's your favorite car? I ask them, what's the, because don't forget, you can't just say, write down a host of 100 people. You can't do that. You got to know how to move people. What's your favorite car? A Rolls Royce, Cullinan. Amazing. If I was to give you a Rolls Royce Cullinan, all you got to do is give me 100 names. Not could you write a list of 100 names. How fast would you write those list of names? Man, see, Tom on the line. Tom did 100 people literally within like 10, 15 minutes. I think he did 120 people. Okay. Everyone can do that when the why is big enough. Okay? When the why is actually big enough, you can dive deep and actually get this shit done. You can. But what happens at this stage is people start to put their emotions into it, and they start to go, oh, well, I'm not talking to that person because that person, you know, she stinks. I'm not talking to that person because that person's got their own business and they're definitely not going to do this little network marketing thing that I've just got started in. I'm not, and we start going back and forth. I'm not talking to that person because I'm intimidated by that person. I'm not talking to that person because, you know, I don't want them to think about. We start to get so emotional, and we're not. If you're emotional, I would recommend just staying out of business, because business it's a transactional game. Okay, you're gonna have relationships, and you're gonna come to learn that at some point you may have commissionships. As a leader, people genuinely look at you as if you're here to make me money. Okay, that's okay. People are meant to use you. It's what I meant about, I don't want my woman to have that burden on her shoulders. I'm happy with people to use me. That's why I'm here. I'm happy with that. I don't care if any of you like me. You know what I mean? I'm not here to make friends. That's a byproduct. That, you know, that's friendships is like, you decide who becomes your friend. You know what I mean? Like, relationships are something you make that person your friend by you becoming an asset to that person. You don't say, what can you do for me? You see, what can I do for you? And if everyone had what can I do for you mindset, think how good the world would be, man. Think how good the world would be. But I think Mother Teresa said, if everyone swept their own doorstep, the whole world would be clean. So you write a list of 100 people, okay? Then you categorize the list. When Mr. Holton Bugs looks at a person, he's looking at you and saying, are you a 4 checker? Are you a 2 checker? Are you a 3 checker? Are you a 1 checker? He's very good at analyzing how much time he puts into certain individuals. Very good. Very, very good. So, number one, are you coachable? Are you someone who's actually coachable? Okay, so you write your list first. Yeah? You write your list first. Don't think about all the 4 checkers just yet. The first step is you write down your list. Yeah? The second stage is that you've got coachable here, you've got influential here, you've got self-starter here, and you've got financially here. And what you start to do is you go, this person's coachable. This person's probably not influential. Yes, they seem pretty motivated. And yes, I think they'll be get started. That person there is a 3 checker. Makes sense? So you do the 3 checkers after. But you get it done. Guys, this should not take you a lot of time. Don't forget, a lot of you will sit on the toilet for 10 minutes on TikTok, wasting time. You could be doing this, money-making activities, right? You're either doing income-producing activities or you're doing income-reducing activities. There's no in between. Make sense? It's that simple. Some of you will boil the kettle and actually stare at the kettle for 15 minutes until it fucking clicks instead of getting your phone out and prospecting 5 people. But then you'll speak to me and say, I ain't got time. And I'll say, how many times have you been in the bathroom today? 4. Well, if you prospect 2 people every single time you sat your ass in the toilet, that's 8 people today. Get out of my face. Guys, stop bullshitting yourself. I don't care if you bullshit me. I'm making some great money. I told you, I can bring people into the business. No problem. I know the second level of making money, and that's how to earn it. I know how to earn money now. So we don't care. That's like going to your personal trainer and saying, yeah, I had oats this morning when you know you had a pizza. What are you doing? You're just cheating yourself, bro. Who's bro talk? Sorry, I listened to so many. Do you know what I'm saying? Right? Stop cheating yourself, man. Me eating a pizza and putting chicken into my fitness pal because my fitness pal's attached to my coach's app. This is what you're doing. Stop it. So the third one is, the second one is influential. This does not mean social media influencer. This means, are they a hairdresser? Is he a barber? Is he a PT? Right? People that talk to people every day. And if the person says, hey, listen, I think you should do X, Y, Z, the person that they're speaking to actually respects and receives what it is that they say. A teacher, someone who has a voice that people respect. And for the people on the line that have gone through their list and found out that you're not influential, right? Just like I did, okay? Don't cry about it. Don't cry about it. Life's not about the cards that you're dealt, okay? It's about the cards that you play. It's not about the cards that you're dealt. Remember, you're going to be paid when you join this business for who you were before you joined this business. So if you wasn't influential, that's okay. So what? That's just an indication of, I need to work on building my influence. How do you build your influence? Few things. Go live. You've all got social media. Start going live with some people more influential than you. Come to events. Take photos with people who have got more influence than you. So the people that see you start to go, hang on a minute, who are you associating with? Right? When you're inviting people, don't talk about necessarily what you're going to do, because they're probably not going to believe you. Talk about, hey, listen, I'm actually working with some people who are pretty successful just like you. And they're going to be, and they're showing me how to set up different streams of income. Some of the guys are absolutely, really, killing it in life right now. And I really value your opinion. And I'd love to hear what you think about this new project that I'm working with. They're going to look at you and say, do you know what? Because you want to hear my opinion, of course, I'll come to give you some feedback. When they jump on the line, and they see a 10 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, right? Or a 7 out of 10, Fraser. Presenting the business, right? Going crazy, having fun, educating them on what they didn't know. They're going to realize they may say no in the beginning because their ego's too big. And they're like, fuck me. Can't believe Troy got in this thing before me. No way. How did Troy find these people before me? I can't say yes because that's just going to lower my. So they'll just say no. Now they know. You see. Now they know. Now they know. Now I have people genuinely that reach out to, like some of you don't understand the power of it. You don't. Because if you did, you already be. I should have a big list of people that want to go live with me this week on my Instagram, because I have people reach out to me that follow you, and because you've tagged me in a story mode, they've reached out to me, and I've jumped on a call with them. Danny, how many times this happened to you? I mean, Tom, like I will recruit people for you. Hey, listen, here's what's gonna happen. Okay, you found me through Troy. Yeah, Troy, amazing. What's your goal, man? I'm gonna tag him through. Perfect. Here's what I want you to do. Okay, jump on tonight's presentation. I will tag him through the whole presentation, and then at the very last minute, I'll say, Troy, send me a link, please. Amazing. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure that you're plugged into the system. Now you're in the system because you found me through Troy. So I'm gonna recruit people for you. That's how it works. Teamwork. What do you think? Do you think I care about the fast start commission? No, I want you to get paid ASAP. I know how good it felt, Elliot. Like you're all clapping Tom. Tommy, you should be clapping Tommy, but I know Elliot feels way better than Tommy. Because Elliot's like, I got Tommy paid within 24 hours. I got Tommy paid in 24 hours, man. That feels good as a leader. It feels amazing, trust me. So we can't wait to get you paid. We can't wait. We can't wait. So self-starter and financially able to get started. Okay, this is how you want to do your 4 checkers. We'll do a quick Q&A as well at the end. Don't worry about that. I know I'm very cautious about the time. Thanks, bro. Yeah, next one is the 4 events. Okay, so now we're going to get into the calendar. I'm scared of this board now. The calendar. Everyone in the room's actually got the calendar. We've got this new calendar coming out. Stay tuned for that. But it's cool. It's cool. So we got a calendar, right? And this is really the difference maker. I'm being honest, because it's now it's the 1st of June, and what I want you all to do, not right now, but today, is plan out June. Jim Rohn says that the best time to start a month is when it's finished. Meaning you plan the month before you begin it. Meaning you should already know what you're going to do in the month of June. Like, I can look at my health and fitness schedule for the June and go, based on macros, science, based on my efforts, I am going to be in better shape by the end of June. Do you know you can do the same thing with your business? Because what's going to happen is this. Do you know, in the beginning of this business, I was terrible at recruiting, but I still recruited. Do you know why? Because I did more work. I was so bad at talking to people, but I've never struggled to recruit, ever. I've always recruited people because I've always had work ethic. Like I said, you know, I see social media as a business. I don't see it as a thing to go for leisure, right? So it's in the beginning you make up in numbers for what you lack in skill. Work ethic, go through the numbers. Go through the numbers. So what you're going to do is you're going to plan it out. There's 4 weeks, right? There's 4 weeks. 4 weeks. And there's 7 days. Hope you get this right. Right? You got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay? And what you want to do is you want to say, do you know what? Every Tuesday, minimum, I'm going to show the plan on Tuesday. Okay. 7 p.m. I'm going to show the plan. I'm going to show the plan on Tuesday at 7 o'clock. You should not be showing the plan to your own prospects. So what you want to do is you want to book in your leader, your coach, your mentor, right? Book them in. Let's say, for instance, if Michael and Leo both want to show the plan on Tuesday at 7 p.m. because that's what fits their current schedule, and they want me to help out with that launch, I'll combine the calls. Here's where communication comes in. If I'm working with you personally, I need to know when you are going to show the plan in the month of June, so I can put it in my schedule and we can make it work. I'm going to teach you the goal for each time you show the plan, guys, is to have 5 prospects on the line. 5 prospects on the line. If you don't have 5 prospects on the line, what's going to happen is a couple things. The first one is that the mentor is now thinking, is this person someone that I am supposed to be investing my time into? Number one, that's not a negative thing. The second thing is, who can I partner up? Because let's say, for instance, Leo and Michael are like, I want to do a call, but I've only got 3 guests. I've only got 2 guests. Perfect. So Leo, you've got 2. Michael, you've got 3. Let's combine them. Make sense? Let's say, for instance, you've only got one guest. Reach out to me, Jake. Listen, I'm booked in to do a call on Tuesday, but I've only actually got 1 guest. Okay. I'll say, okay, amazing. Let me quickly check my schedule. Oh, you're in luck. Fraser's got a call taking place within his group. You can put you and your prospect on that call. What I'm saying is, don't let your reality determine your calendar. Let your calendar determine your reality. You know what I do? I pencil in when I'm going to show the plan. And then I manifest it. It's called the imaginary calendar. I actually manifest it. It's mad. I end up showing the plan with guests because I've said this above. But what most people do is, let me get some people first before I commit to the calendar. Wrong. You commit to the calendar if you want to. Okay. But don't forget, this is for the 4s. This is for the leaders. This is for the people that are okay right now. Now, this is really for the newer individuals as well. What, Troy, Sherry, no, Gary, brand new. This is what your schedule should look like on a bare minimum in the month of June. So what doesn't have to be Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Just pick a day that suits you in your calendar and your schedule, and say, do you know what? I can do Wednesdays at 6 o'clock. Okay, Wednesdays, and then we're gonna book in the following. Now, depending on how fast and how big you want to go, because this is the minimum, you see. But here's why we recommend this. Let's say, for instance, Gary does his first call this Tuesday, 7 o'clock. He's got 5 guests on the line. 2 of them get started. 2 get started. We're going to train them up on Wednesday, right? And they're probably going to do their first call on Friday and maybe even Saturday. Yeah, Friday and Saturday. Don't forget, you got 2 have got started. So I'm going to give them this fast start training. Here's where we're going to do the intro. And we're going to teach them how to invite here. We're going to teach them how to invite. So use the system. Teach them how to invite. Prepare them. Prepare for the close and everything like that. And we're going to make sure that your people are trained, including you, because you're going to be on these calls as well, listening in. And then we're going to book this and this for your 2 people that got started here, whilst you're still inviting for this call here, right? Now you're going to get people that let's say 2 people get started here from person A and person B, right? Whoa, what's happening now? Now these people get started. Now you've got these that they want to attach their people to your second call. This person gets started here. What I can do Tuesday. Perfect. Let's you and Gary need to team up. Now there should be 10 people on that line on Tuesday. You can do Wednesday. Boom, there's another one. All of a sudden, your calendar in the month of June is gonna be like packed with money making activities. And if you can't commit, let's say, Jack, well, I can't commit to Wednesday and Thursday. Perfect. Communicate with us and Danny. We will fill in. We're doing this full time. We are doing this full time. You can use our time to create your time. You might not have the time right now to do 4 or 5 calls a week. We do. Introduce us on a 3-way call. We will then take things into our hands and we will fill our calendar with your people. I'm constantly looking for work. Does that make sense? I'm looking for work. I'm looking to book it. When are you next? When are you showing the plan? When can I book it in? Right? And once your people booking meetings, don't just assume that they're going to have people there and then. You have to check in with them. How's it going? How's the invite going? I've phoned 4 people. They've all said no. Let's talk about how you're inviting them. What are you saying? How are you saying it? Right? Because it's key. Because inviting is a skill. It's a science. There's a science to it. It's all about posture. It's all about packaging. Okay. And don't forget, you are a professional interest seeker. You're seeking interest. So when I call people up, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Real quick. The people that you speak to daily and weekly, you can say something along the lines of, yo, what's going on? Listen, bro, real quick, haven't got a lot of time. If I found a way to make some additional income online this year, would you want to hear more about it? Yes or no? If I had found a way to earn some additional income in 2024, would you want to hear more about it? Yes or no? If I found a way to make a fortune online in the next 6 to 12 months, would you want to hear more about it? Yes or no? Bro, if there was a concept where you could earn some more money for you and your family this year, and I got in there with the successful people, would you want to know about it? Would you want to know more about it? Yes or no? You would. Perfect. First, that's it, right? I think so. I've added value. Then I'm going to say, perfect. I'll need you to cancel on it. So I'm telling them that. They've told me they want what they want. So basically, you've told me that you want pizza, right? Now here's what I need from you. I need you to cancel whatever you're doing on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Because I'm going to invite you to a private webinar that me and my new business partners are putting together. Can't promise that I can even get you involved at this stage, but I need you to come to the call, be 5 minutes early, take notes, have your camera on. And I would absolutely love and appreciate to hear your feedback straight after the call. Sound fair enough? Perfect. I'm going to send you the Zoom link. Here's what I need you to do for me. If you can't make it for any crazy reason, I will need you to let me know ASAP, because by you saying you'll be there and then not showing up, you'll be denying someone else the opportunity. Is that fair enough? Fair enough. See you Tuesday. Now, if you don't speak to them on a daily or weekly basis, you need to add in one question. Hey, what are you currently doing for work right now? Or 2 questions. What are you currently doing for work right now? Okay. Let me ask you a question. Are you open to earning additional income, or are you currently happy with the amount of money you've got coming in for you and your family? Yes or no? Right? Yes, I'm open to earning more. Fantastic. That's when you drop the, if I found a way to make some additional income, would you want to hear more about it? Yes or no? Okay. Now, guys, if they ask what it is, then listen, can't get into all the details. Like I said in the very beginning, I haven't got a lot of time. Can't get into all the details right now. It would be like me trying to give you a haircut over the phone. Not going to end well. Okay. So anything that you need to know, everything you need to know is going to be explained on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Do you want to be there? Yes or no? It's real quick. I've got 5 spots. 2 have already gone. Do you want one of the available 3 spots? Yes or no? Perfect. I'll put you down. Amazing. That's it, guys. Okay. That's the invite. And if they don't show up, what they're telling you is, I don't care if our relationship breaks down. I don't care if our relationship breaks down. Okay, that's okay. Now you know. Okay, I often share with people, you don't know who your friends are until you set yourself a goal. Then the real friends will reveal themselves, and the fake friends will reveal themselves, and the real support systems will reveal themselves, and the people that you need to be associating with continuously will show themselves. Because you can't get wealthy hanging around people who are okay with being broke. You can't. Well, I will. I'm going to be the first one to ever prove that proverb wrong. Good luck. Keep waiting. Right? Don't think you're going to be the first one, guys. Do you know what I mean? Don't think you're going to be the first one. I know 18-year-olds are going to be like, no, I'm going to be the first one. No, you just don't think you're going to be the first one because this is time tested. This is actually how it works. Is there any questions so far of what I've talked about? Any questions? We all good? Any questions?
What do people do if they can't? If there's something they're not first, they can't.
So if a person can't make a call, what you can do is you can send them a recording. Has everyone enjoyed the blitz calls that have taken place this week? Right. Yes. So what I would do if I was you all, I would get your favorite female speaker. You see at the bottom where it says copy link on the Facebook. Copy that. Copy the link from your favorite female. You know that 70-year-old that I told you about? I sent her Marianne Shoots, her presenting the business, because Marianne's very soft-spoken. She explains the business very well. She's not in your face aggressive, too aggressive. So I'm not going to send Desi to the 70-year-old because she'll probably have a heart attack. I should listen to it. Okay. So I'm not going to do that. Okay. So I'm going to save my favorite ones into my BPM toolbox, my resource box that's saved in my notes on my phone. And what I'm going to say is this. Hey man, what's going on? Listen, real quick. Got a lot of people I'm calling right now. If I found a way for you to make a fortune. Hello. If I was to send you a quick presentation, would you check it out and give me some feedback? Yeah, perfect. Here's the key. Here's what I said to this woman. Just tell me what I said to this woman today. Here's what I said to her. Here's what I can do. I've got two options. I can either invite you to attend a live webinar presentation and be there to feel the energy, or I can send you a recorded session. You can watch it in your own time. We can catch up that way. I'll send it recorded. I'll watch it recorded because of our time difference. I said that's fair enough. Perfect. Here's what I'll do. If I send the presentation straight after this phone call, when do you think you'd have watched it by? I'll watch it today. I said perfect. Well, then I'm looking at my schedule. Don't forget, I'll do this business when I want to do it, not when I want to do it. My life, right? So I'm like, oh, when do I want to do the call? You know, I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it 8:30 tonight because I'm more than likely to be with the team and I want them to hear my follow-up. I said 8:30 tomorrow. This is to the same time. She's on EST time, so 3:30 p.m. her time. How does 3:30 p.m. exact same time as today? How does this same time tomorrow work for you? But yeah, I can do that. It's perfect. I said perfect. Here's what I'll do. I'll send you the presentation, and then I'll send you a Zoom link to hear your feedback. All right. But yeah, perfect. Speak soon. Bye. Put the phone down. Send her the presentation. Went to Zoom. Schedule 8:30 p.m. Copy link. Send it to her. There's the presentation. There's the Zoom link for the follow-up, and I'll speak to you at 3:30 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah? 1 hour before the Zoom call today, I'm going to drop her a message. Hey, see you in 60 minutes. Did you manage to watch the video? Because again, I value my time, right? Imagine I'm doing like an intense meeting. It's all getting really good. And then, sorry guys, I got to go. And I go over here and I'm on the Zoom and she's not showing up. I'm just going to double check. Double check. Okay. And that's how you do it. Here's the last thing. So, and everyone's going to hear me do it. You'll hear me say exactly these words. Ready? What did you like best about what you heard and saw on the presentation? I like this. No way. Me too. That's exactly what I thought too. Okay. I thought the same thing. Don't wait and give them what you actually really thought. Remember that they don't care about you. Okay. Everyone's got WIIFM. What's in it for me? What's in it for me on their foreheads? So you say, me too, man. Oh, I'm fantastic. Love it. Me too. So let me ask you a question. If me and my business partners was to work with you in our system, how much income do you see yourself generating through this opportunity in the next 30, 60, 90 days? Whatever number they say, you say, amazing. This is why it's important to get stories. Because if you can give them a real life testimony after, that's great. But don't feel like you have to know them. What you can say is this. You can say, that's great. There's been many people that have actually gone through our system and achieved that and more, actually. So I've got no doubts or concerns as to whether you can do it too. Right? Now, let me ask you a question. For that goal that you want to achieve in the next 30, 60, 90 days, how would you want to make money? Would you want to get there slow or fast? Fast. That's good. That's good, man. Because guess what? Our team's only got 2 speeds, fast and faster. Right? Now, for that goal, are you willing to write down a list of about 20 to 25 people that you know off the top of your head right now that would love to multiply their money from their smartphone? Yeah? Amazing. And let me ask you a quick question. Would you be willing for 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month, put together a quick presentation / Zoom meeting or a quick get together at your house in the next 72 hours where I'm going to show you how to invite people without sounding like a salesperson? And we're going to put together an event and I'm going to do all the presenting for you. Is that something that you're actually willing to do? Yes. Perfect. Now, on the levels of getting started, where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as an affiliate? Do you see yourself as an executive? Or do you actually see yourself as a CEO of your own business right now? Which level of participation is it for you? Which one fits your budget right now and your goal? CEO path. Fantastic. Let's get you started. Right? So I've got a commitment to a list. I've got a commitment to basically I'm checking that this person is someone that I'm willing to work with. Makes sense? If you're sat down with someone and in a business, and this is like an actual business, which it is, but I want you to think, because people, it's kind of giving them a different perspective. You've got your own business and maybe you sell cookies, right? And you're looking to recruit new people into your business to work for you. Are you going to sit down and ask, are you willing to work 5 hours this week? Are you willing to work 10 hours this week? Yeah. Are you willing to be kind to people, right? Are you willing to get your haircut or have a shave? Are you willing to look smart? Are you willing to get rid of that dribble? Are you willing to, yeah, now I'll bring you on board. You see, I'm setting expectations before I'm even bringing them in. Now, if there's someone who's like, I want to make it at my own pace, I don't then go into all the, are you willing to bring in, are you willing to, you know what I'm saying? I'll just say, listen, okay, perfect. Out of which, there's 3 different levels of getting started. What's your income goal? Perfect. I would advise getting started on this one. But which one works for you right now? Let's get you started. Just get them in. Because there are going to be people that don't necessarily, and you're going to feel it. And this is what I'm talking about, doing the reps. You get what I'm saying? This is when it comes to, like, I said to you, what did I say? When you get to 25, you think, what am I going to master? When you master this business, when you master network marketing, you're going to master, it's going to be very obvious to you. It's almost like illuminated whether I'm going to press this person, I'm going to try and get a list from this person. Okay. Now, for the new people on the line, Jerry, Gary, Connor, I know he's new. He's going to be a diamond. Troy, right? Tommy. For the first few people that get started, you want your mentor and your sponsor and your coach on the line with you. Makes sense? So you say, listen, on the follow-up call that we're going to have after you saw the presentation, I'm really excited to get you. I actually want to introduce you to who I'm working with, one of my business partners, because obviously I'm relatively new to the platform and I want to make sure that you get all the questions answered. But not only that, I'm just really excited to connect. We actually connect with this guy. He's absolutely he's a cool guy, and I'm excited to introduce to him. He position it so it's not intimidating, so it doesn't feel like a 2-on-1 situation where they'll have to be sold. Makes sense. It's making sense, yeah. And the step number 4, guys, is to come to the next event, to planning and make sure that you're actually getting to the next event. Obviously, the next event's going to be in Mexico, which I'm really, really excited about. But stay tuned because we are going to be doing more events in the UK. Okay, so stay tuned. The BPM Network channel, the BPM Builders channel, all the Facebook groups is where you're going to find all the details to the events. Okay. But is there any questions now on everything that's been shared? People in the Zoom, questions. People in the room, questions. Has this been helpful?
Yeah.
Have you heard most of this before? Did it hit a little bit differently? Somebody's like, no, heard nothing good. That's good. That's good, man. So this is what I'm saying. So this is it. You see, this is everything, man. And recruiting is really it's a skill that you need to dedicate your life to getting good at, because once you can bring people into this business, you know, you can relax. I said to Elliot outside, I said the only reason why you'd ever get frustrated in this business is when you are depending on other people to feed you and your family. When you are literally expecting people to do what you're not doing. You know what I mean? What I found is that the best way to get other people into action is by you showing them what to do, which is why we do things like the incentive, the meal. You know, shout out to Elliot, Fraser. That's it for this month, right? And Katie as well. We will clap it up for these guys too. So these people actually achieved bringing in 2 new people this month. Okay. Now, in my personal opinion, from this current group, there should have been more people at that table. There should have been more people at the table, right? And from a leader's perspective, I'm wondering, and this is why I try my very best to give you all the reality of the situation. What else would you be doing? Right? If there's an incentive, but if I have an incentive to have lunch with someone, it's not even for the information, it's for the experience, it's for the achievement, it's for the I'm proud of myself, I fucking did it, right? The association, for the influence, right? For the come on, we're doing this. You've got. I would never ever skip up on that. Even if I had to recruit my 2 cats, you know, I would have definitely have made that my life's purpose in that month. Okay, because that's just how I think. And again, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you how I think personally. And that's just how you got to be in life. And I promise you, once you really master controlling your personal development system, which is that morning routine, which I talked to you about, and you know, being careful who you're listening to, the books you're reading, and going to the right person for advice. You know, you don't want to go to your mom and say, you know, how do you do a freeway call? You know, you don't do that. You know, you don't now listen. Someone said no. Oh, just quit, maybe you just get a job. It's just you don't want to do that. You know, you want to lean on the people that have the results you want. This is a very simple business, and I think a lot of you are ready now for the next level. I think you all are. I think a lot of you on the line are ready for the next level. All right. So this has been recorded. I'm glad. I could just speak all day. I just want to just make sure that you're all good. You know what I mean? Is there any questions? Nah? You all fired up and ready? Tommy got a question? Go on, Tommy. You can unmute yourself, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just yes, the sales scripts that you just explained. I didn't get a chance to write down everything. Is there any way I can is there a script like written out somewhere? A PDF or something? Like
we yeah, there's if you go to the builders Telegram group,
okay.
yeah. We'll sort you out. We'll sort you out. But yeah, there's also so just messaging me saying the cash cow by Holton Bugs.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah. So in fact, there's actually a big message that Leo did actually, and he put down, you know, on 1 hour 57 minutes, he talks about inviting, right? So you can actually fast forward to that bit. But the cash cow, just get that how Holton communicates in that video. It's just, you know, just tuning what you're tuning to, you turning to. You know, instead of watching EastEnders.
All right. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know. And I'm just, I see Michael laughing. But all right, that's a good question. But again, it's remember that's the scripts, bro. That's 5 to 10% of it. Okay, I didn't give Elliot any scripts, any fancy scripts. Darren never gave me any fancy scripts. What we did is we called people up, we were fired up, and we were like, do you know what? Look, I can't get into all the details because I'm brand new. But are you open to earning more money this year or not? Yes or no? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. You learn. You just learn by taking it. The biggest thing you can all do is take action. You got people already working on some sort of a business. What would you say to invite them? I would say Leo's question. Okay, so I would say that I show. You know, first of all, I don't want you to start thinking that selling is your focus. Building relationships is your focus. So, like when you speak to people that got their own business, the goal is to build relationships and build trust, and it takes time. You know, it takes time to build trust, and you want to build relationships and get them on social media. You can indirectly sell them on your social media, but then once you start engaging in conversation, it's let me ask you a quick question, man, because I see that you're already running a successful business. Do you have an investment plan for you and your family? Are you right now investing your money? You know, the money that you're currently earning through your business, do you have a way of multiplying it? The reason why I ask is because I've actually got access to an AI technology which is 90% correct. And there's some people using our platform that's getting incredible results. I thought of you straight away because obviously you must be turning in a lot of money right now. I say that on purpose because if they're not, they're like, I mean, we can definitely talk, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but again, essentially, we're not looking for people that we're not looking for people. We're not trying to like force people to do what we do. We want people that actually want to actually do what we want to do. Do you know what I mean? So our goal is just to. I don't want to ram cookies down people's throats. Do you know what I mean? What if they're on a diet? You know what I mean? So I love cookies, but I can't. I don't want to eat one right now. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not that it's a bad cookie or it's a bad product or service. I just don't want it right now. Same when it comes to you guys. Just the more hands you shake, the more money you make, the more people you talk to. That's how it works. Because when you quickly gauge, okay, relationship, keep tapping it. Is this person not ready just yet? It's fine. Keep moving and grooving. Okay. So we're all farmers. That's what we just plant seeds every day. Really high quality seeds. We're not insecure with it. Just keep planting those high quality seeds every day and watering it with your discipline, watering it with your daily showing up, and taking massive amounts of action, man. You know, work ethic. All right. I love you all, guys. God bless. And one more big clap for Mr. Fraser Grant for putting this event on. And stay tuned for the next one. All right. God bless. Because amazing. Let's do it.